Communication is the lifeblood of any organization, serving as the conduit through which information flows, relationships are built, and goals are achieved. In Knickie's Organizational Behavior, 3rd edition, the communication process is presented as a fundamental concept that underpins virtually every aspect of organizational functioning. This video will dive into the communication process, its components, and its significance in the business world, providing real-world examples, sharing some laughs, and ending on a high note with a smile. Knickie's model of the communication process consists of several key components: sender, encoding, channel, decoding, receiver, feedback, and noise. Each element plays a crucial role in the transmission and understanding of messages within an organization. Sender. The process begins with the sender, who initiates the communication by formulating an idea or message they wish to convey. Encoding. The sender then encodes this message, translating their thoughts into a form that can be transmitted, such as spoken words, written text, or non-verbal cues. Channel. The encoded message is transmitted through a chosen channel, which could be face-to-face conversation, email, video call, or any other medium. Decoding. Upon receiving the message, the receiver decodes it, interpreting the symbols or signals to understand the sender's intended meaning. Receiver, the individual or group for whom the message is intended. Feedback. The receiver's response to the message, which can be verbal or nonverbal, completes the communication loop. Noise. Any interference that disrupts the communication process at any stage. Picture this: Airbnb during the early stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. Spoiler alert, it wasn't pretty. With travel restrictions popping up faster than you can say quarantine, Airbnb faced a crisis. Enter CEO Brian Chesky, who tackled the situation head on. He sent a heartfelt letter to Airbnb hosts, explaining the company's decision to allow guests to cancel reservations without penalty. This communication conveyed empathy, transparency, and support for hosts. The direct letter from the CEO underscored the gravity of the situation and the company's dedication. The feedback from hosts was mixed, with some appreciating the transparency while others expressed frustration. This feedback loop allowed Airbnb to refine its approach and develop additional support measures. The Airbnb example illustrates the importance of effective communication during times of crisis. Even when we think we've got communication down pat, barriers can pop up like uninvited guests at a party. These barriers, or noise, as Knickie calls it, can crash the party at any stage of the process. Common party crashers include language and cultural differences, emotional barriers and taboos, lack of attention, interest, or distractions, like that one guy who won't stop checking his phone, differences in perception and viewpoint, because everyone thinks they're right, physical disabilities such as hearing problems or speech difficulties, physical barriers to nonverbal communication, like those pesky cubicle walls, expectations and prejudices leading to false assumptions or stereotyping, because who doesn't love a good stereotype? A study by Rosenblum et al., show 2021, found that the shift to remote work during the COVID-19 pandemic introduced new communication barriers, like technology issues and the loss of nonverbal cues in virtual meetings, because who needs facial expressions anyway? And these barriers can seriously mess with the encoding and decoding of messages, leading to misunderstandings and reduced productivity, and nobody wants that. Discussion question: what strategies can organizations implement to overcome communication barriers in a diverse global workforce? Follow-up questions. How can technology be leveraged to bridge communication gaps in multinational teams? What role does cultural intelligence play in mitigating communication barriers? How can leaders foster an environment that encourages open communication across hierarchical levels? Hint, a little humor never hurts. Effective communication is a game changer for organizational success. To companies with top-notch communication practices are 50% more likely to retain employees. Clear communication is essential for successful strategy execution. Starbucks' communication strategy is a prime example. Their mission review process allows employees to share ideas directly with top management. This open communication boosts engagement, innovation, and operational efficiency. How can Starbucks communication principles be applied to other industries or smaller organizations? As students prepare to enter the business world, developing strong communication skills is paramount. The ability to communicate effectively can significantly impact career progression, team performance, and overall organizational success. Key communication skills for future business professionals include active listening, the ability to fully concentrate, understand, respond, and remember what is being said, clarity and concision, the skill of conveying information clearly and succinctly. Empathy, the capacity to understand and share the feelings of others. Nonverbal communication, the ability to use and interpret body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. Feedback, the skill of giving and receiving constructive feedback. Presentation skills, the ability to convey information effectively to groups. Written communication, proficiency in crafting clear professional written communications. A study by the National Association of Colleges and Employers, NACE, consistently ranks communication skills among the top qualities employers seek in job candidates, NACE 2020. As such, students should actively seek opportunities to develop and refine these skills throughout their academic and early professional careers. Discussion question: in an increasingly digital and automated workplace, how can emerging business professionals ensure their communication skills remain relevant and valuable? Follow-up questions. What role might artificial intelligence play in future workplace communication, and how can professionals adapt? How can students develop communication skills that are transferable across different media and platforms? What strategies can new professionals use to demonstrate strong communication skills during the job search and interview process? Remember, mastering communication skills is a journey, and every step forward brings you closer to success. With dedication and practice, emerging business professionals can look forward to a bright and successful future. Keep striving, keep learning, and let your communication skills shine.